Wait, when no one's around and you have an hour of free time, family doesn't need you, no one needs you, you have 5 hours, what would you do? Would you get on your phone, start watching porn? Would you start researching how to be better at sales? Would you go to the gym and be like, dude, I'm gonna go dark right now. Now's a good time for me to really start working on. What would you do in that moment? That's who you really, really are. You know, I tell people all the time, I'm like, dude, if you're broke in this room, if the debt collectors are calling, if you're maxed out on your credit cards, if you're in here and you're financially in a struggling place, the reason why is because the person you are right now is attracting that. Let me ask you this. Who in here is making over 400 grand right now? Look around. No, because I want you to understand something. Sometimes when we hear people talk, we think they're just yapping. Does that make sense? Like, oh yeah, you know, I left a lot of money, came here. The guy wasn't making any money. He's broke. They're just saying, they quit one job, they go to another, they go to another, they go to another, they go to another. This guy was making $400,000 a year, and I looked in his eyes and I go, dude, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. I live a dream life. My life is amazing. I live a dream life. I hear people say it's lonely at the top. You ever hear that? It ain't lonely at the top. Only when you have no team. When you don't have a team, it is lonely at the top. If all you want to do is make money in this world, it will be lonely at the top. It will, because you will have no purpose, and your life will be to live and make money, and your intentions will be crap, and you'll never help anyone, and what a horrible life. Haven't we all been taught that? That is the good life? Dude, see, I was sold that lie too, and I did it for 20 years. And that's why when I looked at him, I was like, bro, I mean, this is a good-looking kid. I'm like, bro, we got to get you in shape. Why aren't you in shape? Because he doesn't have time to think about getting in shape. Because all he has to think about time to do is work. And the secret to life is, yes, you have to work, but you should love what you do for work. And also, you should understand that spending time working on you is more valuable than the hard work you put in. Because if you become great, then when you do the hard work, you're unstoppable. But he had never had time, nor had a leader around here telling him to work on him. Am I right? Yep. And so literally, I said, hey, dude, I'm like, he's got a dream life. He's good. He's the finance manager. All these people are like, I'm the manager. Dude, you're a loser. You're the manager? I don't care what title you have. Are you helping anyone? Nope. Do you love what you look like? Do you look in the mirror and you're proud of yourself? Okay, you got what they told you was success in life, which was more money. He said, I was making more money than I ever made. 400 grand. Montana. Hey, that's a good living around you, right? Yep. More money than you ever imagined. Yet he's dead inside. Dead. You know, you guys know Cora, right? You know how much fitness means to her, right? Yeah. Right? And then he's not fit? I mean, that's got to be heartbreaking for her. And by the way, it's got to be heartbreaking for him because you don't think that he wants to be fit with her? He wants to be. But he's in a job that literally they're beating him over the head all day long with just and mediocrity and crap and shut your mouth and don't help anybody and do what I say and follow instructions and color in the lines. And no, I don't want to do that. I want to create my life. I want to live life by design. What is that? Sales. But that's in sales within a good organization. And they don't exist. I'm just telling you guys, they don't exist. The fact that you're here, a lot of you here, you don't understand this. And I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to go over a couple things with you, but I'm going to tell you why we're killing it and why you guys can kill it too. The second closest company, the second closest company to the Elliott Group is going to be True Grit. Super important, guys. If you're watching this video right now and you're like, Andy, I'm not built like that. Bullshit. Yes, you are. Okay, got to train. That's the way it works. Train or complain. It's your choice. Okay, every day I train the greatest in the world. You know what I mean? Are you ready to kick some ass and build your legacy and make history? If you are, in the description box below on this YouTube video, there's going to be a link. You click on it, enter your phone number, email, full name, and I will personally reach out to you in the next 24 hours. If you're serious about kicking some ass, going to the new level, recreating, next version of yourself, I'm your guy. Let's kill it. And the reason why, very clearly, is because of Luke and Nadia and because of their values. And then Luke and Nadia have lived these values that they believe in, and then now anyone that comes in, they're proving to them that these values are good. Luke is a great salesman, right? But do you respect more and love Luke more because he's great at sales or because of the person he is? Okay, so if anyone in here, and the reason why I said, who in here is making 400 grand a year? I want you to understand something. Would you have left your job? no matter how crappy it was, if you were making $400,000 a year to come to True Grit, this guy left a $400,000 a year job to come to True Grit. To literally go broke, it's scary, you know, you have no security. But he changed his intentions. He wants to become the man he's always wanted to become. And to some of you in here, that doesn't even resonate yet. You're like, man, I want to get paid. You don't get paid until you become the man or the woman. You know, I tell people all the time, I'm like, dude, if you're broke in this room, if you're broke, if the debt collectors are calling, if you're maxed out on your credit cards, if you're in here and you're financially in a struggling place, the reason why is because the person you are right now is attracting that. And you say, that's it, bro. It's right here. You have that life. You have it. It's yours. No one else has it. That's you because of who you are. And I live this life for, you know, the crazy thing about life is you only get one. So we don't like get five. You know, like when we go to knock on a door, if we screw up on a door, we get another door. And then we get another door. Or we get another phone call. You know, if you go to recruit someone and it doesn't work, you go recruit another guy. But you only get one life. You get one. And so you got to learn really quick because when it's gone, it's gone. And so like you guys, number one, you learn faster. Number two, you need to ask yourself, what do I want? You know, most of you in here, you have no idea what you want. You think you want what he had. Luke, I just want to get paid, bro. I just want to get paid. No, you don't. No, you don't. If you're in True Grit, it's because you believe that you want to become someone great. You believe that you want to be a part of a team. Okay? There's no reason to quit a job. You can go anywhere and make money, anywhere. Honestly, in this world, there's more money than you know what to do with anywhere. But there aren't people that are fulfilled. There aren't people that are changing. There aren't people that are getting it all. There aren't people that are fired up every freaking day and come into work and love their life. I've learned this. If you're going to be in a relationship, right? Should it be a really good one? Yeah. Yes? Yeah. Should you be in a toxic relationship? No. Okay. Should you go work for a place you're not absolutely in love with? No, don't do it. Don't do it. Look, you'll never have a great work life if you don't have a great home life. You never will. You'll never have a great home life if you don't have a great work life. When you guys come into work and you're around Luke and Nadia and some of the team, can I ask you a question? Do you go home and you're bad to your family? I mean, when you leave Luke, are you like, dude, I'm going to go home and I'm going to beat my wife. I'm going to beat my girlfriend. No, you go home and you're like, dude, I got to study tonight. I got to go to the gym. I got to love me. I got to go take care of myself. Am I right? Dude, you guys are so freaking lucky. But some of you, you're like, if I just had money, Andy, I know we're lucky. I know, but I got to get paid, bro. This guy was just saying, I'm getting paid, but I want that. I want that. I'm going to tell you this right now. Who you become is what you'll attract. That's it. Okay? The reason why Luke can go to any home and shut any deal down. He can. He's not afraid to know. He knows who he is. He knows who he is. He's become a good man. He's treating Nadia right behind closed doors. What does that mean? When no one's looking. He's doing the cold plunge in the morning. When no one's at his door knocking on the door going, hey, you want to get in the cold plunge? He's getting in the cold plunge. This morning, I got in this morning. I don't know if anybody went cold plunge this morning. The windshield was crazy this morning. I went cold plunge this morning at 4:30 with me and my wife. And dude, I was like, dude, the wind's hitting our face. I'm like, damn, it is colder outside than it's colder in the water. And then we've been doing this new deal where it's like, we always dunk at the end. But I'm like, no, we got to dunk in the beginning. Because I learned like it's better to dunk in the beginning. And dude, if you do it, you're like, whoa. And it's cold and the wind's hitting your face. But then I'm like shaking. I'm like, dude, I never shake in the cold plunge. Dude, I got out, me and my wife jumped in the hot tub, right? And my wife's like, I love doing hard shit with you. I love doing shit uncomfortable with you. I love that. You know how many relationships never get, babe, I love doing hard stuff with you. I love doing hard stuff with you. I love this life. This is what it's all about. Listen, you guys are lucky because the organization, the company, and the leader is the only thing that matters. It is the only thing that matters. And if you can't build your life in this company, you can't build your life anywhere. Now, you might have someone that'll give you a little short-term, more income faster, right? See, the thing about Luke's company is that it's not heavy loaded on the money on the front end. Because you got to get good, and it takes time for solar to pay out, but then the big money starts coming. You feel me? You know. But you know what it's heavy loaded in front with? Purpose, community, team, love. Have you ever not got love in this company? I mean, has anybody ever not got love in this company? Have you ever met Luke and he's not loving? He's has he ever lied to you guys? Yes or no? What is that worth to you? 3 things I value. There's a ladder of like things I really value. And one that's really creeping up right now is kindness. Okay? I value trust more than anything in the world. If I can't trust you, I don't want to be around you. Listen, let me explain this to you. You make me a lot of money, I can't trust you, you're out. Get out of my company, get out of my face. I would rather be broke and have nothing than be around people I don't trust. Super important, guys, if you're watching this video right now and you're like, Andy, I'm not built like that. Bullshit. Yes, you are. Okay, got to train. That's the way it works. Train or complain, it's your choice. Okay, every day I train the greatest in the world. You know what I mean? Are you ready to kick some ass and build your legacy and make history? If you are, in the description box below on this YouTube video, there's going to be a link. You click on it, enter your phone number, email, full name, and I will personally reach out to you in the next 24 hours. If you're serious about kicking some ass, going to the new level, recreating, next version of yourself, I'm your guy. Let's kill it. This is a great trusting company, isn't it? You guys have an opportunity to break history and make history in True Grit.
That's right. Hell yeah.
You have the chance right now. You have the chance. The question is, can you guys crack the f***ing egg and get crazy? And can you guys feed the momentum and actually do what you say you want to do? Because that's what the Elliott Group's doing. Look, dude, the accountability in the Elliott Group is so high. It is the most amazing feeling in the world to have people around you that absolutely want you to be the very best. Not only in the office, but also at home with your family. Dude, how many times has Luke talked about your family? Talked about God?
All the time.
Somebody tell me the last time you went to a company and they talked about you should be close to God. They actually, HR doesn't like you talking about God. That's not where I want to be. See, I'm a rule breaker. I don't like to follow in line. I don't want to. I don't want anybody to tell me what to do. I don't want to follow instructions. I don't want to. And honestly, if I did follow instructions, if I did follow in line, that would be like everybody else. And you guys want to be like everybody else?
No.
Good. Welcome to True Grit, where it's completely different. And now, when it is completely different, some of you right now, you're not valuing that because we're not everyone else. And he's asking us to do things that are harder. He's asking us to go home and, be extra special to our family. He's asking us to go home or go to church on the weekends. Listen, he's telling you the greatest thing you'll ever have in your life is a relationship with God. It's not going to church. He's just hoping that you'll understand that if you were at the end of your life to look back and give any advice to probably some younger kids, some 20-year-old walks up to you and goes, hey, what's the greatest advice? Keep a relationship with God. Please. Just be able to talk to him. You don't have to go to church. Just talk to him. I promise you, man, everybody's getting lost out here. They're all getting lost right here. They're getting taken out one by one. I'm not getting taken out. You can't take me out. Okay, I learned if you do God's work, he takes care. If you take care of his business, he takes care of yours. Also, God opens doors that human beings can't close. And I said this the other day. I said right now, with this right here, when you become a Christian, if you are one in here, I want to tell you something. Meek, weak, sheep, that is not what it is to be a Christian. It's made to be a leader. The coolest thing about True Grit is True Grit really, honestly, teaches people to be a leader. That's the coolest thing. I don't know one company on planet Earth that teaches other people to be leaders. Do you think anyone even cares if you become a leader or not? They don't even care. In this company, dude, that's all he cares about. Dude, think about it. If you're in this company for 3 years, just 3 years, somebody make it 3 years in this company. Number one, you will be a multimillionaire. I do not care what you say, you'll be a multimillionaire. So if anybody's here like, no, dude, I want to be a multimillionaire. Okay, stick around for 3 years, bro. Because when you're in this company, can you only imagine 3 years of this psycho guy yelling in your face, making you break all your weaknesses, being a good person, right? Oh my God. Dude, you're going to become great. You're going to be proud of yourself. Will you be fit if you run with him for 3 years? Will Luke accept you not being fit? Yes or no? Okay, cool. Do you want to be in shape? Good. He will demand it. If you're in a relationship, will he demand the relationship is great? Yes or no? Oh my God, what are you talking about? So you're saying the guy that I work with, I run my own business in his company, right? It's like he's created something in a movement and he lets you have your own business. And he demands you to have a great marriage, a great relationship, boyfriend or girlfriend, be a great father, mother, if you're a parent. Be close to God. Just, I'm not going to push it on you, but hey, you need to know he's important. He's number one, okay? right? We're doing God's work. You may say, well, how are we doing God's work? This is God's work. Every single one of you, listen, this is a 24/7, 365 mastermind. It's a mastermind. Your group chats all day long, what is that? Accountability. You're cheering each other on. You know what I know? A lot of people in this world, they're individual performers. They don't cheer their team on. When he was up here talking and they got that bracelet, I combed the room. I'm always looking for who's not clapping. Whoever's not clapping, out. You're out of here. If you can't clap for someone when they win, you're a piece of shit. And I just want you to think about that because maybe you might have not been taught that, right? You know, what did they teach you? Be number one, bro. Yes, be number one. But also, if that's your team and you love them, you clap them on. Hell yes. Okay, but what if I'm at the bottom of the board, Andy? Well, then guess what? Your attitude should be better than anyone else's in the company. And that right there, that's a respect that you pay that company because they're going to let you stay in that company. Listen, I've learned something. They said, hey, when's enough? When do you let someone go? Right? Like, Luke, when do we fire someone? When do we get rid of them? When do we kick them out? When they stop trying, when they stop cheering the team on, when they have a bad attitude, when they start complaining, when they change their perspective, that's when you're out. But if you can keep a good perspective and understand that what you have is good, if you're training hard and you're studying and you're trying to recreate and you're trying to change and you're trying to be reborn in your life, dude, this guy will never give up on you. Nadia would never give up on you. No one would ever give up on you. And eventually you will rise and become the best. The underdogs are the best. So I just want to say when he was like, sometimes we see things, but you guys don't know the backstory, right? Dude, I ran into him in Mexico and I was like, bro, you look like straight up, am I right?
Yeah.
I grabbed his face. I'm like, dude, you have like all this, like, you're a good looking kid, you're out of shape, you got your girl, she's in fitness. I know you want to be in shape, right? He's like, yes. And I'm like, dude, your head's up. I look in your eyes, I can see your soul. Your soul's dark. Your heart is cold. Bro, you're in the wrong industry. I know, but I'm making more money than I ever made. I know. I'm sorry. You're going to have to give up all of that, but then you're going to come over here and you're going to be great. And then when you become great, you're going to attract more money and know what to do with. You know what I know? He'll be sitting here in 2 years. And by the way, what is 2 years? How old are you?
24.
26. 24, 26. How old are you? 18, 20. Being a millionaire?
Oh man, I want it faster.
You're such an idiot, dude. Enjoy the journey. And by the way, it ain't about the money. I'm telling you, I got a lot of money. I enjoy this journey. I enjoy watching people change. I enjoy watching you guys keep your word. Keep your word. Keep your word. What does that mean? Luke, I'm gonna work out hard every day. I'm gonna be a good person. I'm gonna go home and treat my family great. I'm gonna do my studying every day. And then when no one's around, you're not like, can I get away with this? When no one's around, you're like, no ways, dude. I'm gonna push myself harder when no one's around. What? Because at the end of the day, this has always been between you and you. You want to build a great family? Takes a great leader. Who's the leader? Is it going to be someone else or is it going to be you? If it's going to be you, then what you do when no one's around is who you really are. Who you really are. Really. Not the fake you, not the WhatsApp chat line you, not the social media you. I mean, who's really you? When you're bored, when no one's around and you have an hour of free time. Imagine this right now. Luke's like, all right, guys, nothing going on. You guys got 5 hours of free time. Do whatever you want. Family doesn't need you. No one needs you. You have 5 hours. What would you do? Would you get on your phone and start watching porn? Would you start researching how to be better at sales? Would you go to the gym and be like, dude, I'm going to go dark right now. Now's a good time for me to really start working on. What would you do in that moment? That's who you really, really are. Guys, I'm telling you. And by the way, some of you in here, you're lost, you're messed up, you're broken. Cool. People that can change out of that have the biggest testimony and they kick ass. Dude, I'm telling you, everything that you can even bring up in this room that would be bad, I did it times 20 million. I mean, like, I did it to the worst. The worst of the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst. I cheated on every girl my whole life. I was the worst person ever. I intentionally broke up with people just to watch them cry, right? But when I met Jackie, I was like, dude, I like this girl. I'm going to change. Boom. Became a really good guy to her. I was faithful. I loved her to death. I don't know. Sometimes you've been a certain way, but now you're here. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. Dude, don't look back in the past. Who cares? You know what I loved about Jackie? Jackie didn't ask me about my past. She's like, dude, I didn't want to know. And I was like, you know, because everybody was telling her, dude, that guy, you don't want to be around that. She's like, I didn't want to know. It doesn't even matter. She's like, listen, you know the rules, right? You cheat on me, you're gone. That's it. You're drugged, you're drunk. I don't care. We got kids. I don't care. You're not going to see me again. You're not going to see them again. You're not going to explain it because I'm out. You understand? What's that? Hard line. Guy like me, that's crazy. I need hard lines. Does that make sense? You cross that line, you're out. Because if you tell me, just don't do it, I'm like, I'm going to cross that line. I'm like, watch that. But she's like, you cross that line, I don't care what happens, I'm not going to listen. I'm like, damn, why you got to be so mean? You know what I'm saying? Why you got to be so strict? Because people like me, I'm a maverick. Some of you guys in here, and you may be an underdog, but you're a maverick. If you're a person that likes to test waters, or if you're the person that has ADD, ADHD, all this stuff. My teacher was telling my son, he's got ADD, he's got all this crap. My son is 13 years old. He will outspeak his teachers and speaking for 60 years. Okay? I said, that kid right there has got so many crazy skills, it's insane. He can master a stranger, walk up to anybody. He's got eye contact. Dude, he's got all kinds of skills. But normal people don't recognize unnormal skills. See, the school system trains people to be normal. Okay? Normal. Okay, I'm antsy. Oh, he's got a problem, medicate him. You know what? You know what I pay for? I pay for antsy people. When I can find people that can't sit still, you're hired. That's Luke Ward. Am I right? How do you think he beats everybody's? If they put up 2,000 of the top solar guys in the world, Luke would destroy every one of them. He would eat their lunches. Why? Because he's that way. And some of you in here, listen to me. Maybe you're not built that way. Maybe you're an introvert because you're more of an introvert, right? Yep. But he didn't have to stay an introvert. And by the way, the worst thing you could ever do, and this is part of the training today, is label yourself. Don't label yourself. Notice I just said you're an introvert, right? He should say, no, f you. I'm not an introvert. No, like that's what you have to do though. You have to say no. Does that make sense? Listen, dude, people think I'm a sales trainer, right? Listen, dude, if you communicate and you talk, you're in sales. So what does that mean? I do all kinds of shit, but my heart wants to help people. That's all I want to do. And by the way, listen to me. He wants you to help people. Does he want you to cheat? Does he want you to lie? Does he want you to deceive people? No. How many solar companies right now say, do whatever it takes to get the deal, say whatever, let's get our money and move on? All of them. That's why they're all going out of business. That's why the installation companies don't trust the sales orgs anymore. Am I right? Right. Nobody trusts anybody anymore. Dude, if Luke Ward says, I'm going to do it, what do you think the installers think? He's going to do it. Dude, he has one of the only lasting names in this industry. I mean, I want you to think about that. The guy that's never sold out. That's so cool, man. And so I'm just telling you guys, like, the Elliott Group is the way that it is because I have this crazy vision. And by the way, Luke sees big picture where all of you, right, will be if you guys can just keep growing, keep changing, keep becoming better people. Listen, dude, there's going to be people that are going to quit this company. And the whole reason why is because he's demanding too high of standards for them, so they back out. They're like, dude, I don't want to be pushed like this. By the way, if you're with him and you become a great person, but it takes you longer to make money, is it worth it? Yeah. Okay, some of you are in here like, no, dude, bro, I got to make money now. No, dude, you got to change now. You got to change now. It's time for you to change. And the fact that you can't change quick, you're screwed. I mean, male, female, it doesn't matter. Guys, listen, I'm going to tell you this, and this is super important. You get one life. When you find someone that wants you to be great, you give them all you got. I'm willing to bet every one of you in here has probably given everything you've had at one point in your life to someone, and you found out it was the wrong person after you did it. You gave them all you had, and then you got f***ed. When that happened, you're like, dude, something internally just felt like betrayal. Well, guess what, dude? Happens with relationships. People freaking, hurt each other. But the right one's there. The right company exists, and this is the right company. And so if you can see it, guess what? Stop making excuses. Go psycho. If you can't see it, try to see it, because you're going to regret it. You guys are going to listen, My team that works for me now, when they started with me 4 years ago, kind of like Luke's talking to you guys now, who's been with Luke over a year? Raise your hand. Over a year. Look around. You see anybody else raising their hand? Pretty new team, isn't it? Watch this. I sit in my office now. I say, who's been with me over a year? They all raise their hand. 2 years, all the hands raise. 3 years, all the hands raise. 4 years, you got just a couple. 5 years, got 2 guys. I said, what did I tell you guys when we started this? I said, we're going to become great. That's what I promised you. I didn't promise you we're going to make more money, never. I promised you we're going to become great. We were going to become great. We were going to become somebody that really mattered. We were going to love who we were. We were going to become what you hated, I hated. I wanted to become great. I wanted that more than I wanted money. I chased money my whole life. Never, ever. My heart was empty for 20 years, and I never even realized it was empty. But now that I know what I know now, without money, oh my God, I love my life right now. I love it. I'm obsessed. I can't believe it. It's a dream. You know why? Because I changed. That's the only reason. And also when I changed, and it's morally the right thing to do, everyone else around you that you care about, they change. Bro, and then they change. And you look up and you're like, I didn't even know God was going to use me to change, 1,000 people, then 10,000, then 100,000, and 1 million, and then 10 million. You didn't realize he was going to use you for that. No, dude, if you'll make the choice to be great, he will use you forever. And the more he can trust you and the longer you stay in, the more that he can count on you for bigger projects. Dude, Luke's mission in his head is not money. Look, when you love your purpose, I get it, you got to make money. But making money and having a purpose is the ultimate destiny. And you guys have purpose in this company. You guys have a good community, and you can make a lot of money. But it's not front-loaded with money, okay? Because it takes time to pay out. It takes time for you to change. It takes time for you to become great. And most people don't work through that time, so they chase their whole life, and at the end of their life, they'll look back and they could be like, dude, if I would just stuck with Luke for 2 years. I got guys right now making 7 figures a year, a lot of them working for me right now. Dude, these guys, when they came to me, they were making 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. They gave up their incomes, came to me, went broke. They went broke. And then over time, like I promised, when they changed, it would go up. Now it's like this. Dude, I don't lie. And I know what's going to happen with this company. And I know what he's looking for. He's looking for people that are in this for the long range, the long game, long term. And I couldn't imagine who else you'd want to be with long term. Anybody in here want to have a family? You guys want to have a family? Cool. How do you think your family will be treated? What are the standards you think you'll be, counted on as a human being around Luke? Pretty high, right? Okay, cool. Do you guys always want to be in shape no matter how old you get? Do you guys always want to make sure that if you're slipping, someone busts your ass? Yeah, most people, they don't even pay attention when you're slipping. They just want to make sure your rev numbers are right. Oh, this guy's producing. He's running good numbers. Cool, we'll leave him alone. Yeah, but he's getting fat. He's almost divorced. Screw it, dude. Is his numbers good? Am I right? They don't care. Dude, did they know her? Did your company know her?
Not really.
They don't want to know her. What about him? Does he know her?
Oh, yeah.
Huh. What's that worth? Just tell me, what's it worth? Priceless. Priceless, worth everything. So really, he didn't give up. What he really did was killed off his old self. You know what's cool? Is he met me, and then I introduced him to Luke. Remember I told you about him immediately, didn't I?
Yep.
I go, bro, you gotta go do this deal. I know when I tell you selling solar is crazy, he's like, what? It's like, no, listen to me. That guy is gonna change your life. Okay, now watch. I just pointed him to Luke. Then they had to make some real decisions. Some of you had an easy move here. An easy move. I don't know, you live local, you ran into him at the gas station, you work here now. Dude, this motherfucker packed his shit, sold his stuff, quit a job with security, left, moved across country, has no idea what's on the other side of the decision he just made. I met some guy on the beach. He told me to meet this guy. And he's got a crazy shoulder bone. It's like everybody, and all they keep talking about is, are we gonna work out? And you're like, bro, I get it, we gotta work out and stuff, right? But what about the money? We're like, don't worry about the money. We're gonna make you the greatest man ever. He's like, but am I gonna get paid? I don't know. I don't know, but I know you're gonna become great. But then he goes home and he starts thinking dude, what if I say no to this and I go back and sit in that office and I ignore this conversation? divorce, out of shape, children he never sees. I already know. And he sold out for an income. I already know that was the road they were on. I don't care what they say. When you're not present in something, it goes away. If you don't work on your health every day, what are you going to look like? Piece of shit. If you don't work on your marriage, what do you think is going to happen to it? Goes away. If you don't be close to your kids, what do they want? Nothing to do with you. But focus on your money. No, dude. When you focus on you, you can make more money and you know what to do with. Dude, when you talk to someone that loves their life, that believes in themselves, that's on fire, dude, can you say no to me? You can't say no to me. It's impossible for you to say no to me. Not because I have money, not because I'm making a lot of money, because I am so secure with who I am as a person. I promise you, the belief that I have, the way that I feel, there is no way someone will tell me no. There's no way. Physically impossible. And if I do get a no, guess what? You have to live with those consequences. Because I'm going to go help the next person now. Right? Super important, guys. If you're watching this video right now and you're like, Andy, I'm not built like that. Bullshit. Yes, you are. Okay? You got to train. That's the way it works. Train or complain. It's your choice. Okay? Every day I train the greatest in the world. You know what I mean? Are you ready to kick some ass and build your legacy and make history? If you are, in the description box below on this YouTube video, there's going to be a link. You click on it, enter your phone number, email, full name, and I will personally reach out to you in the next 24 hours. If you're serious about kicking some ass, going to the new level, recreating, next version of yourself, I'm your guy. Let's kill it. If what I have is great for you and you don't see it, bro, you deserve that energy. I'm going to take this solar over here. 10 years, you're going to remember me, right? Enjoy that. Next house, let's go. I'm in. I'm not worried about this. This is the key, guys, is to become great. It's called moral authority. You morally got to become the person that God made you to be. By the way, there's no end to this game. There's no limits, no ends. There's no ends. Be very careful, because you're with them for a year. You're going to learn. You're going to go through this phase where you kind of learn the language. Does that make sense? Like I learned the language, right? Like I know what to say, but I'm not living it. And some of you in here, when you first got here, you were so excited that all these new standards were going to be here. But really, you're not living what we're talking about, but you know the language. You're hanging in the conversations because you know the language, but you're not really living that way. Listen, dude, every single day, I'm telling you, man, regardless if I had a family, wife, kids, or anything, I'm not going to let me down first and foremost. I'm not going to let me down. And most people don't think about that. They're like, that's kind of selfish. No. If you don't take care of yourself, you're giving everyone else in this world. If any one of you in here don't love yourself, self-love, it is real. If you don't love yourself, you don't feel good about you. I am telling you, there is no way. When he doesn't love who he is, I'm positive he gets a pretty shitty version of him. And we've all been there on those days. And so that's why every day you got to take care of yourself. And the number one thing about this company is take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. It's every day. And I see all the chat lines. I'll see all the stuff. But anyways, I just want to tell you guys, it's just a way to live. And most people will never live this way. But do you guys want to be most people?
No.
Cool. It feels good to be different, doesn't it? A renegade, an outcast, a black sheep. Dude, listen, if you want to ever be remembered, you can't be like anyone else. But I will tell you something. Having a team is priceless. Having a team is everything. You guys, some of you in here, if you can't make it with the team, I would hate to see what happens on your own. I have had many people that work here before with me. And because they're with our team, it's so powerful and loving and cool and we're great. They're like, dude, I'm going to go do my own deal. And they get out of here. When they get away from the team, they got momentum for about 90 days because that team was so great. But after 90 days, they go, and they realize, God, man, I feel different than I felt when I was with that team. I know, because having a team is special. It's really cool. And you got to work really hard to take care of it. And it's every one of your responsibilities in here. Not just the high rev earners, not the low. It's everyone's, okay? And so if you're in this room, and especially if you're not really producing great, guess what? Change faster. Cheer your team on more, okay? Be like, hey, man, I may have not sold anything and I'm broke, but I'm going to keep changing, getting better, and eventually I'm going to catch the rest. But I'm going to bring a good attitude to everybody at work. Just because my numbers are low, I'm not going to walk around like, oh, man, you know, it's really hard for you right now. No one's going to know it's hard for me. Because I'm going to make sure the team knows that I'm grateful to be here. Hey, I know my numbers suck. I know. You should probably fire me. But I promise you, if you see my efforts go down, I want you to hit me in the head. But I mean, I'm giving more every day, dude. And I'm going to bring energy to everybody around the team. I promise you, man. You're going to see love like no other. No one's going to outlove me. Nobody's going to out-energy me. Nobody's going to out-care me. And no one's going to out-train me. Eventually, I'm going to catch up. It's just a compound game. Eventually, I'm going to catch them. If I'm training hard, eventually, I'm going to catch them. That's what I did. Dude, I started my business. I didn't have nothing. Dude, 2 years in the dark, dead broke. I knew one day I was going to catch them. I knew one day they were going to slow down. I knew one day they were going to get fat, slow, lethargic, and lazy. I knew they were. And I knew I was just going to stay crazy and grind and grind and grind and grind and have a good attitude and get in shape, take care of my family, be a good person, stay close to God. Repeat, repeat, repeat. I know, but there's no evidence in the first year that this thing is going to work. Trust me. Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. All of a sudden, it's like there's no, it's like you're the last place car and you look ahead of you and you don't even see any bumpers of the back of the car. There's no one to even see to catch. But then I was like, oh, I see one. And I caught him. And I was like, boom, that felt good. Bam, I'm going to catch another one. I'm going to catch another one. And then I started thinking, dude, I'm going to everybody up now. But 2 years in the dark, though, I wasn't catching no one. Imagine, dude, I'm like, if you're in a race and I'm like, dude, everybody's ahead of you. You'll eventually catch them. So you ran for 2 years and you didn't see one. How many people just stop and be like, dude, there ain't even no one else racing. Oh yeah. This money's real and solar and it cashes. This opportunity with him, if you become great and you're trusted and you have a good heart and you're kind and you become this and you're totally and absolutely committed, most people are like, dude, I'll dip my toe in it. You know what I mean? If I make a lot of money quick, 6 months, I'll go all in. But I'm not going to go all in unless I see some quick results. Am I right? How many people we see come in and go out, come in and go out, come in and go out? Why? They want fast money. I'm going to tell you this, guys. Fast money doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. And if you got lucky because you got it, guess what? You're going to lose it. Anybody that gets anything without earning it, if they got it with luck, it means they can't repeat it again how they got it. You're screwed. So I want you to know that what you guys are doing right now is you're earning it. That's what you're doing. And dude, you can decide, if he's getting his kicked right now, I would say this to him. You can stay in the zone for 2 months, or you can stay in it for 20 years. How long you want to stay in this phase? I don't like losing. And so when I'm in the losing phase, I'm like, I'm getting the hell out of this phase. And so I'm going to run as hard as I can, and I'm eventually going to start catching people. And so you guys got to know that, like, what's it going to be? Are you going to quit? Or do you stay in this industry and you're one of these guys that, did good or got your ass kicked for 2 months and you quit, or you got your ass kicked for 20 years? Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's never been easier to win. All you guys got to do is become great. So the sales training, all this stuff, you guys know how to sell, right? Luke's taught you the process. Am I correct? Yeah. You want no one to ever be able to say no to you again? Rise. Become great. Just become great. What you're getting now in life, what you're attracting is because of who you are. It's because of who you are. And I know, it's one of the toughest things you could ever tell anyone, that you have this marriage because of the man you are. If you were a better man, your marriage would be better. Wife, your husband, okay, if you were better to him, he'd be better to you. Yeah, but you don't understand. That's it. I knew it. See that? That's got to go. If God would just one time, let me just pull up a video and fast forward 2 years. And we could show this room for everyone who sticks through with it, what your life would look like then. You guys would fall to your knees and start crying. You wouldn't be able to believe it. But that's not how it works. You don't get to see it. Does anybody believe in faith? That's faith. Faith is believing something will happen. Do you believe in God? Have you seen him? Well, but we haven't seen him. He hasn't walked up to us and said, "Hey, I'm God. What's up?" It's like, but we're like, but when I close my eyes, I know he's there. I can see him. I know he's there. I'm having conversations with him. I can feel him moving me. I know, but you can't see him, right? That's faith. That's faith. You must have also faith in this company, and faith that if you become greater every day as a human being and get 1% better, that you will eventually get there, because that is how faith works. And by the way, at the end of the day, for anyone in here that's still going, yeah, but what about the money? You are not right for this company. This company is not about money. Of course we have to make money. You'd be an idiot to think we didn't know that you need to make money. But who you become will be what you attract. And no, most companies will never tell you that. You'll work hard and you'll never know how you got the money. When you were feeling good about yourself, you made it, and then when you were down on your luck, it all went away. And in this company, Luke is trying to build soldiers that'll have a great life forever, so that they'll always have dependable success, okay? Hey guys, looks like you made it to the end of the video. You're the true 0.0001%ers. Look, I know 1%ers that can make it halfway through the video, but making it all the way through, you guys are the best. Now, here's what I'd like to do. Number one, I want to get closer to you. The fact that you made it all the way through the video, you're like, man, dude, I want to roll with this guy. Okay, so I need to connect with you. Down below, there's a description box on this YouTube video. There's a link. It says Coach with Me one-on-one, okay? If you'll go and you'll enter your information, I'll reach out to you in the next 24 hours. You can tell me what you need help with, what your goals are, and we will crush it together. I would love to help you guys go to the next level in life. You can tell I'm changing my life really fast, and I know that you guys want the same thing. I'd love to go with you on that journey. So right now, if you'd like to partner with me, team with me, if you want me to help coach you and push you, everybody needs a coach, a higher level of accountability to go to the next level. Go to the description box below, click on the link, fill out your information. I'll talk to you in the next 24 hours. Let's kill it.